Right, this is an alternative to Texas Hold'em. It's called Devon Draw. This is called the cream, which appears on the table and is shared by all players. There are 4 cards instead of 5, as in Texas Hold'em. This is the hand that you get. There are 3 cards instead of 2. And the system is the same. You choose the best 5 cards from the 7. So that is pretty easy to follow. Shouldn't be too difficult. There's an ante to this. That is to say, you all put in at the beginning something, a small amount at the beginning before you start. There's no big blind and small blind. The next thing we'll do is we'll turn up this hand. Not particularly good. An opportunity there with 7, 9, 8, Jack, Queen. There's an opportunity for a straight. This is where this is different. If you don't like the cards, as you often do in Texas Hold'em, you can change them, and you can change them before you bet. This particular time I'm going to change all 3, although I've got a good chance with a 9 and a 7 of getting a straight, but I want to try something better than that. So I'm going to change all 3 cards, and I pick up a Jack, an Ace and a 10. Oh dear, and I threw away that 9, so I would have had the straight. However, I have hit, I've got the Jacks, and this is the time for betting, but I'll come to the betting at a different time. Let's just have a look at improving this hand. You change 3 cards to start with. This time you can change 2. I'm going to be a bit cautious here. I'm only going to change 1 card on the basis that I can still go back. I might still get my straight, but by changing 1 card there's still an opportunity to go a bit better. I change 1 card, and the card off the top of the pack is a Jack. I've got a final change, and then, by the way, there would be a round of betting normally then, but my last change is 1 card. I'm allowed to change 1, and this time I'm going to choose I think I've lost my straight forever. I'm going to change the 10, and I get a Queen. So there I've got Jacks on Queens, a full house. Well, hey, that looks good. Right, let's deal out another hand. So we deal out the 3 cards. 3 cards to the hand first of all. 1, 2, 3, and straight away 4 cards. Way, that looks. Oh, 4 cards to the cream. This means, of course, as you know, that it looks like a diamond flush. Doesn't necessarily mean a diamond flush is going to win it. There's even a chance there of with the ace 2 3 up of a running flush. Anyway, I've got the diamond flush, but it isn't good enough. If anybody's got the Jack, Queen or King, it's going to beat me. So I'm going to change 2 cards and see if I can get a Jack, Queen and King out of this. I said change 2 cards. Remember, I could change all 3, but I've only changed 2. So I've got another change to come, and this time I get another 7 and an 8. This next change I'm allowed to change 2. I'm still going for a better diamond flush. I changed 2, and this time I get a jack and a 4 of clubs. So I've got a better diamond flush, and I can still change one. I'll change one again. And I finish with a diamond flush, ace, jack, 10. Let's try another hand. Then a little bit of a shuffle here. And this time, 1, 2, 3. Ten of hearts, Queen of spades, 4 of hearts, 2 of clubs. Not particularly promising. And my hand, oh, well, I've hit with the 2 4s, so I'm certainly going to keep the 2 4s. I'm not going to change 3, I'm going to change 2. And I want another 2 cards. I've got another 4, that's 3 4s. So this time I can change 2, so I'm going to only change 1. I'll change the 9. Oh, and I get an 8. So I've still only got a pile of 4s, and this is my last change, and I'm going to change the 8, and I go to 10. Full house, 4s on 10s. So that's how you play Devon Cream. Why all these American games are called by American names, I don't know, but here's a chance from Texas to bring it to England and call something by an English name, English county, Devon Cream. And that's how it goes. The betting on this, because you can come in on this any time you like during the evening. You don't have to all start at the same time. It's typical poker as poker used to be played in the days of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. You can come and sit down any time and play. All you've got to do is put the ante in. If your ante's in, you're in the hand. If your ante's not in, you're out of it. The system is that you begin to bet after you've changed your first 3 cards. That's the time when you have your first bet. The betting is restricted. The betting is restricted. The way you do it is that you have a minimum bet and that you have to adhere to it, but you can raise it by that. So if one person, if the agreed, say the agree is 20 chips, the next person can do 20 as well and raise it 20. So the next person can raise again. He can raise it the 2 previous bets and buy the same amount again. So 20 and 20 is 40. You can put the 40 in and raise it 40. And you need to stick to that, because that's the important part of it. You don't have to have a break for fags. If you want to have a cigarette, you just don't put the ante in and you don't get a hand, and you go out and, which is fine if there are people around the table that don't smoke. That's great. They don't have to stop playing for one person. The game can be in progress. It could start at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and you can come at 9 o'clock and join in. It's as simple as that. Not difficult to understand. Please, come on. What's difficult about it? You're actually getting an opportunity to do something, to think something, to work out a hand. That's it. That's Devon Draw. And this is Brian Thurston saying over and out.